Hello everyone and welcome back to the F1 Ultimate Career, where we have the British Grand Prix here at Silverstone, my home race. So obviously really looking forward to this 50%er around Silverstone. First time using this new paddock here and starting on the Hamilton Straight. Obviously it wouldn't have been called the Hamilton Straight back then, but it is now, and we need to pay him our respect. But we also need to respect Fernando Alonso, leading Lewis by 21 points in the standings. Pretty ridiculous at this point of the season, so fair play to him as we approach the halfway point of the season, but we won't get there until next race. Alright, Valencia was a bit of a snooze fest, not gonna lie, but not every race can be an absolute banger, and we still finished in P6, so you know what, I don't mind really. So let's see what Silverstone springs up. It's always a pretty classic race here, so yeah, let's see if the weather gets involved as well. Classic British weather. Alright, enough talking, it's time for the British Grand Prix. Alright everyone, it's time for qualifying here in the British Grand Prix. Let's see if we can keep up our hot qualifying form. But as you can see, it's a lovely summer's day here in Silverstone, Northamptonshire. But tomorrow, 68% chance of rain. Another topsy-turvy race on the horizon like we had in Canada. And like we saw in Canada, we prevailed. So, fingers crossed it does rain tomorrow. 68% chance, more than likely. But today's dry, so we need to get out there and put in a good performance, don't we?
Okay, back to the pits, we've lost the front wing.
Brilliant. Thanks, game, for the stuttering there. Thankfully, we didn't.
On the front right, pit for tyres.
We are very, very lucky that we didn't lose a wheel there. I have cranked up the realistic damage again, and thankfully I can see that, Andy. Thank you very much. Alright, so that's brought the start of the session to a very quick halt, but thankfully we haven't retired. So yeah, lucky boy in this first part of Q1. Slice through Vale, let's get this club corner correct. We're about to finish our first banker lap here with not very much longer to go. It's not looking good. 5/10 off Ricciardo in P17, so there's a real chance we could be going out here as Chully is coming out of the pits right ahead of us. We need to get ahead of him for the rest of our qualifying lap. Okay, last chance saloon here. This is it. Could we be going out in Q1 in our home Grand Prix? The pain in Silverstone continues. Oh my god. 1.5 seconds off. What has happened?
30 seconds left in the session.
Please stop stuttering before I get to Stowe. Okay, well I think my qualifying's over already, I can't lie. I'm not going to be able to claw back 1.5 seconds. Surely not. That's a corner cut as well. Okay, we have to go again. We still have time and we still have fuel. 0.6 off my personal best and a whole second off Ricciardo there in 17th. I don't know what's going on. And that's another corner cut. And that is us out of qualifying. P18 for me in tomorrow's race. That is shocking. That is so shocking. I'm very, very disappointed with that. I don't know. I got no words for it. I was running in rich mix, new option tyres.
Your tyres and brakes are at optimal temperature.
Just genuinely don't have any pace. I'm not sure. There's no explanation, sadly. Wow, that was very, very surprising to me. Obviously, been so good in qualifying so far this season, but genuinely off the pace, 5/10 off safety in the end. So yeah, like, you guys are going to say, oh, you're finally on legend difficulty. I've been on legend difficulty this whole time, I swear to God. But yeah, I've been found out clearly. I mean, I love Silverstone, it's obviously my home race, but I've never gone well here. You obviously saw that last season, I finished, what, 14th, 13th? Yeah, just never seemed to be good around here. I think the AI are really strong around Silverstone, but yeah. Can't really make too many more excuses. I've joined the usual suspects down here. Kovalainen heads the back markers this weekend. And then Bird, Senna, close, Trulli and D'Ambrosio at the back. But yeah, Kamui is going to have to try and fly the flag for Sauber in Q2 and beyond. Let's cross our fingers and hope that he can pull off something. Alright, well that's it for qualifying. I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow for the race. Alright, welcome everyone. It's the day of the British Grand Prix and classic British weather has struck. Look at that, starting in intermediates today, 68% chance of rain, so it's going to be quite likely that we will see dries at some point towards the end of this race. But let's have a quick look at the strategy. 3 stops for Inters, which is ridiculous. Ridiculous. What? Who made these intermediate tyres? Bloody Lurpak. Right. Let's have a look at the grid. Kamui's 14th, so it's not awful, but would have wished to be a little bit closer to the top 10. There's Karun Chandok and Sutil just outside of that, and look at that. You could have guessed. You could have bet on him already being on pole. It's Fernando Alonso ahead of Lewis Hamilton, the Brit here in Silverstone, P1 and P2. And Felipe Massa joins them in the top 3 with Webber, Vettel and Button. Alright, well, the rain is going to be where we're going to be fast today. So, for us, we want it to be raining for as long as possible. And if there are dry conditions, we want them to be as late as possible. And this rain is where we're going to shine. I feel like we're going to be very, very quick in the rain, but yeah. If it goes to dries again, then we're going to be a sitting duck, it looks like. So yeah, let's see what happens in today's race. Silverstone's always a classic, and anything can happen. Like I said, many opportunities on the horizon. All right, no more talking. It's time for the British Grand Prix. Let's go. Again, nothing for Andy to say. Fair enough. That was pretty tin pot for me yesterday. But today is a new day. Let's see what we can do as the lights go out for the British Grand Prix. Got a better start than Alba Ferrari next to us. We're going to go down the inside of Danny Rick, perhaps into T1. Oh, God, the spray. Let's calm it down. It's a long race ahead of us. We're going to go around the outside of my teammate there, who's had a poor start, of course. We've got Hulkenberg on our outside. We're going to keep it nice and tidy. Up the inside of Maldonado as well, so everyone's struggling in these conditions. We're going to go around the outside of Maldonado, loads of traction compared to... Oh God, there's Kubica. What sort of checkup was that?
Some slight damage to the front wing. You should be okay to stay out.
And luckily I haven't lost any more of my front wingers. Yeah, Kubica slammed on the brakes at the end of the loop there. We got Maldonado on our inside into Brooklands. But it's going to turn into the inside for us for Luffield. But yeah, we've lost a whole load of downforce, clearly losing that end plate. And Maldonado is going to be a drag race up to Copse Corner. This is obviously where the old start-finish line was. Oh God, can we keep on the inside? Barely making it to the apex, to the curb, sorry. And yeah, that's 13th in the bag for us, but losing that front wing is not a good start. We really need as much downforce as we possibly can in these conditions, but it's a really good start anyway. Up 5 places up to 13th, and then it's Kubica ahead of us. I think I saw Sutil shoot up to about 9th place, so hopefully Force India can get back into the points today, because their factory's actually just around the corner from Silverstone. So yeah, they'll be hoping for a good home Grand Prix in that way. But yeah, and end of lap 1 here, 13th place, great start. Let's see if we can make any more moves. It's going very slowly, but so this is really not a place to make a move. Very slow into the loop. Mount Niner having a bit of a sniff as we're on lap 3. I am keeping up with Kubica ahead, regardless of having half the front wing, but they're nowhere near close enough to impose any sort of threat on him. As you can see, that dry line starting to emerge, so it's probably going to... Okay, yeah, the dry line is slowly coming in, so like in Canada, they started getting dry in like the last 10 laps. I think it's going to be a little bit sooner here as we're getting stuttering in the race. Thank you very much. Please stop. It's yeah, Maldonado not having the best first sector, so he's got his teammate Hulkenberg all over him at the moment. Yeah, 13th, still running pretty well. Kubica clearly quicker than Chandok up ahead, but yeah, he can't. It's pretty hard to overtake here. I just keep forgetting to use the curse, not gonna lie. Yeah, Kubica actually having a tiny look up at the inside of Chandok, who yeah, maybe struggling in these conditions at the moment, but yeah. It's raining, there's not a lot of opportunity to overtake, so most of our overtaking today is probably going to be in the pits.
Run the numbers, Maldonado is likely to pit within 5 laps.
Right boys, it is time for our pit stop. I was thinking about going a lap longer, but because I've got this half a front wing here, I am going to come in now, but it looks like I'm the only person coming in. That's not good. That's not good. I mean, the undercut might work, but the fact that I've got to change my front wing is just going to neutralise the undercut potential that I've got. So, okay, I'm not the only person coming in. There is a Lotus coming in, and I think that's a HRT going to be coming in as well. Yeah, looks like Danny Close coming in, and I think that's Kovalainen back there with the... Oh no, it's Trilling. Just getting everything completely wrong there. Alright, back out, fresh intermediates. The dry line is getting stronger, so yeah, maybe getting a little bit closer to dry conditions now. This pit lane is so long and so slow. Right, finally back out on track. Let's see if we can potentially undercut Robert and Karun ahead of us to get a little bit closer to that top 10.
With a new set of intermediate tyres, you have 2 stops remaining, barring any change in the weather.
Well, starting to get a little bit worried now. I should probably start concentrating on what's ahead of me. Jesus Christ, don't spin out.
You're in 21st.
Senna is into the pits in the other HRT, and it's increasingly looking more likely as these are the guys I'm trying to fight at the moment. No one else around me is coming to the pits, so are they going on the 2 stop? Have I been shafted by my team once again? I'm not quite sure what's going on. I don't know why they brought me in so early. I should really start...
Temperatures are in the optimal range and conditions are matching the tyres.
I should really start questioning the strategy that they give me. 3 times coming in on the inters did seem a little bit ridiculous. So, yeah, which could be pretty scary towards the end of this race. This dry line is getting stronger each lap, but I still haven't had any messages about when it's going to stop raining. So, might just stay at this sort of level of rain for the remainder of the race. But if I'm doing an extra stop, compared to everyone else.
5 seconds behind you.
If I'm doing an extra stop compared to everyone else, then yeah, I'm screwed.
There are quite a few cars in the pits right now. Watch out for cars exiting the pits.
Yeah, that is a lot of people into the pits. We've done a huge undercut on them, seeing that we came in 2 laps earlier, sorry, as we are now ahead of Kubica and just set the fastest lap of the race. So we do have pace.
Radar is showing a clear period. Rain expected to
There we
start in
go.
about 15 minutes.
15 minutes. So well, we are just over 1 minute 30 laps. probably about lap 20, it's going to stop raining. Probably a little bit sooner than that, maybe lap 18, 19. So, because everyone's coming on lap 8, I presume that they'll be coming in around lap 16, 17, which is right before it's meant to stop raining. So, I'm going to try and go a little bit longer than I did in the first stint. Maybe try and get to about lap 14, 15, and then come in, do another set of inters. Then I'll get another undercut on the guys coming in on lap 16, 17, and then I'll be in a good position for when it goes to dry. So that's my thinking now. Let's try and eke these tyres out. The weather's not too bad. That front left is getting a little bit battered, but it always is around Silverstone. Such a high-speed track and clockwise, so yeah, front left's always going to get battered, but we should be able to last on the inters until lap 14 at least, as I think we can see some more people coming into the pits ahead of Suthill and D'Ambrosio. There's a couple more people into the pits. I presume Chandok's one of them. Petrov just up the road as we dip a tyre into the grass. We need to stop doing that. Another fastest lap for us, so the track is definitely improving by the lap. And I think we're up to a net P11, which is just beautiful. Thank you very much. All right, P11, a couple more laps until our pit stop. We're going to be pitting a lot sooner than these guys around us. So, yeah, probably going to be sticking in 11th until our pit stop for now.
Okay, the pits are clear. You should consider pitting soon.
Got a good run on Petrov here. We're going to go down the inside perhaps. Thank you very much. Really nice run out of Chapel for to get past Petrov there. Very nice. I mean, we're still in richer fuel mix, so we do have an advantage in that regard too, but I'm going to have to come off that soon. Actually, I'm going to come off it now, because the longer we run in that, the more we're going to wear our tyres out.
Hit this lap.
So yeah, if I was on the original strategy, I would be coming in, but like I said, we're going to try and get to lap 14, which I think 15 I think is a bit of a push, but 14 I think it's doable. So yeah, we can try and get past Suthill as well. That would be lovely.
We can't afford to lose too much time stuck behind the car ahead. You're faster than him in sector 2. Sector 2.
I know, but I'm trying to conserve my tyres, but we don't need to worry about that anymore as we dive into the pits here for hopefully our last stop onto a fresh set of intermediates. Let's see if we see where we rejoin, probably towards the back of the field. It's so slow here. 60 kilometers an hour, 37 miles an hour if you're American. But yeah, here we go. Second pit stop, no front wing change this time, managed to keep it clean for that stint.
Exit now.
Yeah, back out on track, probably going to be around 21st place as the Kovalainen and D'Ambrosio passed. Senna behind us already making his pit stop, so we're going to have a lot of fresh air here, and yeah, we can whack it back into rich mix. We should definitely get an undercut on Suthill, and we have to maximise the time that we have on these tyres, because like we saw in qualifying, when it goes dry.
New set of intermediate tyres on the car. That leaves just one stop remaining.
Thank you, Andy. Hopefully that one stop will be onto dries. But yeah, like I was saying,
looks like the weather's going
maybe
to
not.
improve shortly. Rain will ease off in 5 minutes' time.
Okay, 5 minutes. So I could have maybe stayed out until then, but yeah, my tyres, I feel like I needed to come in. But maybe some of the AI could stay out, so that's going to be interesting to see if anyone can survive until it stays dry. It'd be very lucrative for them if they could do one less pit stop compared to the rest of the field. But yeah, like I was saying back when we left the pits, if it goes dry, my pace is going to fall off the cliff. So we need to maximise the time.
Due to stop within the next 5 laps.
Jesus Christ. Alright. Lap 15, P21, but should be getting back up to 9th place once everyone has finally made their second stop of the race. Right on cue.
Pitting right now. Kamui's in the pit.
Andy, right on cue as well, thank you. As we rejoin the race, I think we just got ahead of Suthill there. We're miles ahead of the Force India, so that's really good. It's going to be a net P9 once everyone comes in on this lap, I suppose. Yeah, right on cue. Lap 16, when I predicted that they'd come in. So, it's working out very well for us so far. 200 IQ strategy so far, but let's see when we change over to dry tyres. Let's see where we are.
Pit in this lap. Come into the pits at the end of this lap.
Right, you didn't see that just then, running off at the end of the club corner there. But, like we said, up to P9 now, setting the fastest lap of the race meanwhile. So yeah, it's looking pretty rosy for us at the moment, but it's looking like it's going to get dry very, very soon. So we need a good buffer back to Sutil in 10th, back to Sutil and Petrov, because we could very easily find ourselves outside of the points if we're not careful. So yeah, I'll probably see you guys once it starts to brighten up here in Silverstone. Okay, so here we go. I think everyone's transitioning.
Prime tyres going for a longer stint between stops.
I think everyone's transitioning to those dry tyres as Alonso's in first and second. He's that good. There we go. We're up into first place. We're in the lead, but we are still on these intermediates. So yeah, we need to get onto a set of dries as quick as possible. Obviously, I want to take options, but are they going to last 7 laps here? I don't know. I think I'm just going to go on primes just in case. So yeah, I don't think options are going to last to the end. So go on primes. It seemed to work for us in Canada. Will it work for us again today? So it doesn't look dry, does it? But the AI have decided that it's time to go. So normally you should just go with whatever they want to do. Well, I won't bore you with my pit stop, but look at that! Everyone's coming into the pits again! What are they doing? Do some people not change to inters? Oh, I really should have checked the race director there.
Go.
Why is everyone coming in again? Did they go back onto inters? What is happening? I mean, I'm in 4th place still, down to 5th now as Schumacher comes past us. But yeah, everyone coming into the pits, I'm not sure what's going on, but we're now in P5 on track, so I mean we'll take that for sure, but no idea what's happening now. Oh god, yeah, oh, might not actually be ready for dry. Let's have a look at the race director. What's going on? Okay, they're on primes, so they were on primes when they came in, right? So they haven't needed to come in for a pit stop, but all of these drivers have. Kapitsa still on inters. Chandok, Hulkenberg on inters. Close, Kovalainen, Ricciardo still on inters. So I think what's happened is that all of these guys have had to come in again because they put another set of inters on. Now that is really, really poor from the AI. What were they thinking? So yeah, I mean we'll take the freebies there up to 5th place, and there's obviously more people who have to come into the pits at the once again to get those inters on, because yeah, it's definitely time for dry tyres. Maybe not now, but it will be in a lap or so's time. So yeah, 200 IQ from us, rock hard brain IQ from the AI, but yeah, it's pretty usual with 2011's AI. Well, this is not good. We're on lap 21 here, still got another 5 laps to go. And the gap after the pit stops was about 5 seconds back to Petrov. And it's now been cut in half. It's now 2.5. As you can see on the car status, my tyres are so cold. Cannot get any temperature into these primes in these conditions. Schumacher setting the pace at the moment. Fair play. And look at our time. We're 1.5 seconds off of him. So yeah, we're really off the pace here. Like I said, what would happen when it changed to dry tyres? Our tyres are slowly coming in again. Button a 1:34.2. I think he's behind us at the moment, so don't necessarily have to worry about him now. But 5 laps to go here, and I think this 5th place is under threat. Not going to lie. It's lap 23, and Petrov is right there. He's right behind us. Our tyres are very slowly getting towards being in the window, but it's not good enough at the moment. Petrov having such a better run through Cop's corner there. Yeah, look at how much we're struggling. In Maggots and Beckett's, and Petrov can just smoothly run through there. He's going to have the DRS on us here down the hangar straight. I'm going to have to go defensive. Okay, no DRS on the hangar straight for some reason in 2011. Okay, whatever. So Alonso into the 131s now. Into the 131s. I'm nowhere near that. We'll see what my lap is at the moment once we cross the line. Yeah, I think it's a matter of time here until Petrov gets us with only 3 laps to go. Okay, 132, so we're not massively off the pace, but yeah, I think this is the first time all season where I've been substantially slower than the AI, I think. But our primes are slowly, very slowly getting there. Can we hold on for 3 laps? It's not going to help doing that, is it? Petrov's got the DRS open now. We're going to have to go defensive early here. Will Petrov just drive on by? It's looking likely. Oh, he's got us. There's no answer for that. I could have used some curves, but I just feel like I would have completely overshot Brooklands there. So that's down to P6. Got Suttil up in P7. He's having a good race. Obviously a good beneficiary of those 4 drives in the top 8, hitting an extra time, but yeah.
Heinfeld's just put up the fastest lap of the race so far.
I think we could try hold on to 6th here. That'd be really good. I really don't want to finish behind Sutton, to be honest. So yeah, only 2.5 laps to go. So time is on our side here. For some reason we haven't got DRS there. We're within a second of Petrov and we haven't got DRS to help us out. So. Oh yeah, because it's not on the hangar straight, is it? You idiot. For God's sake. Well, Suttil's got DRS, but he's nowhere near close enough to make an overtake happen. Doesn't look like he wasn't as close as Petrov was last lap, so should be safe for now on the penultimate lap of this race. Even if Suttil gets past us, we'll still be in 7th place, which is a massive achievement coming up from 18th place. Obviously, I've been helped by the wet conditions. Yeah, Kubica's been flying. He's consistently putting in fastest laps, but I think he's well down the order, so a little bit all for nothing for him. But yeah, let's just try and finish this race. Alright, final lap of the race, finally into the 131s when Webber and Button got there a few laps ago now, so slowly coming to pace. Only 1 lap to go, thankfully, as yeah, we've really been off the pace, haven't we, here in Silverstone? That's not good. As we've got Hulkenberg next, Nürburgring next. Alright, let's defend from Suttil here. He's got the DRS once again. Let's say again, not close enough to make the overtake happen. So looks like I'm going to stay in P6 here now that there's no more DRS to defend from. As long as you don't make any mistakes, we should be able to bring this P6 home, which, yeah, like I said, from P18 to P6, huge drive from us today. Really happy if we can bring this home, but we still have to keep ahead of Suttil. That was a great run through the end of Maggots and Beckett's there, but Suttil, again, no DRS. He's not taking the slipstream off of us, so I think he is solidified P7 for himself. Only a couple more corners to navigate for us until we bring this home. Fernando Alonso has brought it home here in Silverstone, and he is romping away with this championship. And here we go, P18 to P6. What a drive. What a strategy.
Position. Nice drive, really well done.
Wow, what a race from us. Luckily for us it didn't get dry till right at the end there. I feel like we would have probably been a lot worse for wear if it was dry today. So yeah, thankful to the British weather looking over me today. Anyway, Fernando Alonso wins by 2 seconds in the end, ahead of home favourite Lewis Hamilton, and Mark Webber finishes that podium off. Well done to him. Michael Schumacher, well done. P4. Vitaly Petrov, P5 ahead of us. P6. Sutil, great points for Force India, up in 7th place. Massa 8th, Button 9th, and Maldonado getting a point for Williams, so well done to him. Sebastian Vettel, no points today. That is shocking, losing by 2/10 to Pastor Maldonado. That is going to be a kick in the teeth for him. Nico Rosberg down in P12 as well. Sam Bird, what a drive. Round of applause for Sam Bird, what a drive. 20th to 13th. Great strategy by the looks of it for him. Oh, just behind Nico Rosberg. He probably just got caught on the final lap. But yeah, Sam Bird doing wondrous things in that Virgin. When have we seen that before? Bruno Senna, great performance from him, up in 14th place, so well done to him. Jarno Trulli, 15th. Alcatraz down in 16th. My teammate 17th. Yeah, again, tin pot from him. Jerome D'Ambrosio, 18th. Kubica down in 19th. He was setting fastest lap after fastest lap, but clearly for nothing. Karun Chandok down in 20th. Nico Hulkenberg 21st. Then we have Close, Kovalainen and Ricciardo all finishing a lap down. Alright, pretty topsy-turvy order towards the back. Sam, but I can't believe that. What a drive from him. 13th in that Virgin. Really, really impressive. But yeah, P6 for us. Really happy with that. Let's see how that has affected the championship standings. Alright guys, here are the standings after today's British Grand Prix. Fernando Alonso leads the way and he extends his lead. It's now 28 points to Lewis Hamilton. Then there's a huge gap back to Jenson Button in 3rd place. But Mark Webber, he's gained 2 places ahead of myself and Massa. But because I also got past Massa in the standings this race, then Massa's lost 2 places down to 7th. Couple more movers up the standings. We've got Petrov up into the top 10 ahead of his teammate and Rosberg after his 5th place today. He's on 31 points now, and Sutil finally gets past Sam Bird up into 12th after his 7th place. And then Bruno Senna on the count back. He finished 14th today, and that's his best finish of the season, and that gets him ahead of D'Ambrosio and Kovalainen. So again, a sorry sight for you Lotus fans out there. No movement per se in the constructors standings, but it is very, very close. 3 points between McLaren and Ferrari now. Alonso is just running away with his championship at the moment. Obviously Hamilton's keeping him honest, and that is why it is so close between the top 2 teams at the moment. Red Bull still, 89 points behind Ferrari, so yeah, a lot of work for those guys to do. I couldn't really think of a driver of the day today. I would have obviously given it to myself, but I think our strategy, and we were a beneficiary of the AI being a little bit stupid, not gonna lie. So I gave a pity driver of the day to Hamilton. Obviously, if that happened in real life, he would easily get the vote. So yeah, I've given it him today. But yeah, we are at the halfway stage of the 2011 season. Next time out, we go to the Nürburgring for the first time. Only the first out of 2 times we get to go there throughout this career mode. So that is a real shame. I really like the Nürburgring. Obviously in the Nordschleife as well, legendary track. Obviously they don't run that in Formula 1, but it would be cool if they did that. But yeah, halfway through, we were doing really well. Doing a lot better than I thought I would. This game is relatively easy, but we need to make opportunity of this now, because the next 2 are really, really difficult. But we don't need to worry about those until we get to the end of this season. Alright, if you did enjoy that race, please leave a like and subscribe if you'd like to. And I will see you guys next time in Germany for the Nürburgring. Take care.